Hey, I'm gonna speak on that Dame Dash and Jay-Z deal, right? I think real talk, we all getting tired of Dame Dash speaking about it. It's like somebody said something in their podcast and they was like, Dame Dash continues to talk about Jay-Z. And when I watched the Jay-Z interview, Jay-Z is very articulate. You know, like I know, so you could tell like sometimes when somebody probably done told somebody, hey, do not talk about this. I'm not talking about that. You know, he wants to talk about his craft, his work. Oh my God. Like, dude, like you gotta respect a man that has this much power. In a few words he could say right now can cut Dame and just end it because he's never spoken on it. And when he ever spoke, even in the last 10 years at the awards show, he gave Dame his props. When he was at the Breakfast Club and they spoke up Dame Dash, he said Dame is a hustler. Dame gonna figure it out. He really never spoke on anything. And I understand so much about business now that I ever did in my life, especially, you know, being in my 40s too. It's you know, I grew up straight up like around an environment that, man, dude, like basically everybody that really grew up in this shit, and I don't like to call it the hood or the ghetto or whatever, really grew up in it. Man, these opportunities wasn't given. We had to figure this shit out and try to take advantage of it with no help from no one. No help from no one. So it sucks when you get to realize how much time it takes for you to focus on your goals and your dreams. You got to get away from this shit. Like, you got to get away from it. It's an energy that we come from that's meant to pull us down. And seeing it from so many point of views of, sorry, I'm riding past the cemetery. Seeing it from so many point of views of like waiting on Jay-Z to say anything about Dame Dash. He ain't say nothing. Not one thing. That made me really see, and now they trying to attack Jay-Z saying that, you know, he took this music, he took that music. Man, come on, man. Y'all not respecting the craft. And they really hate Jay-Z, dude. Like, it's like people really hate you when you finally are that one. Like, he is, like, it's sad to see it. Like, Mark Cuban, everybody else can get their flowers like that. Everybody else can get the love like that if they not black. Man, this man came from, if you really, that's why I say, all of y'all new generations, y'all ain't really grow up in this shit, dog. Like, real talk. A lot of us, a lot of people that's still even alive today, it's all about survival still. You know what I mean? To go back to your neighborhoods where you don't even see people that grew up. And Dame went through this too. But the problem with Dame is that I'm watching the articulate of Jay-Z. And Jay-Z is literally just like, he is really just really wanting you to understand his craft and his history without disrespecting anyone. I gotta give props to him, man. I really gotta give props to him, man. I gotta give props to Jay-Z, because now even more and more with this last interview with Dame Dash, you can see the bitterness, man. It's like, bro, that don't look good, dog. And it made me even reflect on my life and, you know, everybody else. And I'm like, damn, dog, that's what it is, dog. You know, sometimes people think they lost, like as if the opportunities. If you can make let's say you can make 10,000, you know how to make 100,000 a year, or you know how to flip 100, you know how to flip millions, you know how to flip billions. You know, most of us is coming up from in the shit. We all come from making tens of thousands of dollars. You know, mastering that part, a lot of it illegally, because we never was taught legally. Now, in this world today, you can make tens of thousands of dollars legally. And when I listen to Dame Dash, I'm like, dude, why are you so bitter about him? You most likely and for sure, Dame Dash is richer than the average black man in America. You know, like, he's upset about now, I gotta say though, I get the level he's on. The level he's on, he knows he should be up billions or up hundreds of millions of dollars because of what he cultivated. I get it. But bro, you still alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still alive. That means you can still go and do it. Like, what are you doing? You bullshitting with it. You playing with it. You upset about something you shouldn't be upset about, man. That's not cool, man. That's not cool, man. Like, man, I've been through so much in my life, and the normal world stuff, family, business, man, that shit regular. That's regular people life. Now, grow up in poverty, struggle, crime, riddled shit where you thought it was cool to rob people. You know, you didn't think it was cool. Like, yeah, it's cool. You thought that was the normal. I get that shit. That's why I don't be on the internet posting nothing bad about the streets, even if I got an opinion about how people think now. I don't say shit about that because I know what that mentality is. Like, you don't really believe it's nothing else. So it really scared me more when I watch people that's over 30 and they still got this mentality. Like, yo, you still got that mentality? What the fuck? You know how many people die, bro? What we come from? And we got to deal with now. Dame Dash has that hood mentality because when he go around his people, that's what he ain't really speaking on. When he go around his people, like, yo, Jay of billions. What about you, Dame? You started this shit. He hurt by that shit. This is no other reason for this black man to be pissed off as he is, knowing he talking about he got this studio still, he got this bowling alley, he finna open a country club. Bro, what are you complaining? What are you so bitter about? If you still able to do all that, and you over here mad at Jay-Z because he became who he was meant to be. He became who he was meant to be, dude. And fortunately, Jay-Z was able to understand relationships and everything at an earlier stage in his life for him to be able to fucking utilize all that. Like, dude, I admire that man more just because of how he took everything away from the negativity of interviews, man. When a man that rich and he got that much connection, his wife Beyonce, and he's fucking Hove. He could have just said 3 words and destroyed Dame Dash. Man, dude, they don't even realize the man you gotta be to do that, dog. That's $1 billion mindset. That's $1 billion mentality. Man, I'm telling you, I got a feeling I'm gonna be a fucking billionaire. For sure, like multi-millionaire, because I ain't even think about the money. It's about these ideas, these concepts. You know, but keep it on subject real quick. I'm disappointed in Dame Dash. Like, dude, grow up, bro. Like, you got your woman. These motherfuckers out here, dog, that can't find a woman that be down with it while they going through shit like that or being that kind of person. Dude, you are ungrateful. And God taught me this recently. God just taught me this. Like, I had to humble myself. And I'm grateful that I'm able to humble myself to not be that person. But I still get misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see what Jay, man, like, you do so much spiritually to humble yourself. Like, I had to let go of my house because I'm being real, just want to get this in this little quick 10-minute video real quick. But this is why I say I feel more of the pain of Jay than, you know, who Jay is. I'm admired by that. I feel like that's my path right now. I'm just, man, dog, like, but everybody else or people around you looking at you like, man, do you think you doing this? Or, yeah, what they call a mishap, they don't even see it as an advantage. So I have to take that and take that into consideration where I'm more so just like trying to get everything together. So I'm gonna get back on this, and I say like I said before, I literally just got rid of my house, right? Now I did sell my house at a discount. I mean, it was so much spiritually. People don't even understand, man. Like, I was literally coming back to my house tired, exhausted, like I be now, but blowing my nose like 1,000 times. Like, I got a table full of tissue. And I'm like, man, what the fuck, man? When I go outside, I ain't feeling this shit. But when I'm in this house, and then the weekends when my kids wasn't showing up, just my little one, and then I'm like making all these promises, it was just so much. And I'm like, damn, dog, I'm going to end up in this house by myself. I'm never going to fix on it because I don't have the energy or the mentality right now to care about it enough to fix it for the chase of money. For the chasing of money. I felt like I had to literally make sense out of everything that I'm doing in my life by letting go of something. It hurts only at nights when I got to go to sleep, when I got to get in the shower. Like, it's like I started thinking, then spending time with my kids. But it's also like, man, this is what's activating me, man. I was too fucking comfortable, man. I literally just made a bad mistake and gambled a lot of money. But thankful that I could look back, I could look and say, okay, I'm going to get half of that back in this amount of time. Like, maybe it's a month, maybe it's 2 weeks. And it's like, okay, I got to hustle though. Oh my God, why did I put myself through this strain? Boom, it hit me. Oh my, wow. Like, dude, you got to give to be able to use your gift that God give you to get yourself out of your situation. Man, God, man, I hate that as a human being. When I lost all this money, you know, I'm talking about tens of thousands, like, and I'm sitting there like, why did you do that shit? You knew damn well what you chasing right now, you already got. Why are you chasing that? For extra? You being greedy, bro. And I'm watching people fucking play $25, $50, $100, and they pissed off when they lose the 100. Wow. How ungrateful can a man be of his success around the world or the world he come from? I'm paying insurances still, phone bills, all that same stuff still. And what only thing I can do is hustle. Hustle. I'm literally out here making sure my kids is good. You know, I gotta get a place for them real quick this weekend until I find a place to rent, because being self-employed is a little challenge with that. I gotta buy at this point. I have to still use the same but these things people don't understand to master or make sense of. Plus, like I said, I understood the barriers that were holding me back as a man. You know, the world that I'm in, man, being a black man trying to get somewhere, I'm telling you, in certain cities and regions, that shit is complicated, dog. Everybody, I watch too many cultures of people walk in and do it more easier than I can get it. And my situation is worth more than their situation. Whether I got more equity, I'm going to motherfucker judge me off the same shit they get other people loans for. I'm telling you, I deal with every level of that shit. And it could be appearance. It's because I might look threatening with some way I dress sometimes, or I look too hood or whatever they want to call it. That could be the whole concept of all that. But don't let the world that you in, it's almost like somebody is driving a Lamborghini, complain about not having a Rolls Royce. The person that's driving a Lamborghini, somebody's looking at them in a Benz, a 2025 Benz. You see just a little hood Benz, we're gonna call it that. The regular 40, 50,000 joint. And they ain't doing good. They like, damn dog, I need to really I gotta get it up, man. I'm fucked up right now. Then there's somebody in a fucking Chevy Traverse with a good job, decent income, and they like, man, this ain't enough. This ain't enough. It's never enough. I gotta pay all these bills. I gotta do this just to have this. And then there's somebody in a regular 2003 Chrysler Dodge or some shit with a muffler coming off, and they think about, they are all the way up here. They want to get rich. They want to get rich. Because I realize the levels at the bottom give you the real reality that you have to get higher past these levels of the Benz, the Lamborghini, to get to the Rolls to feel any comfort. And then it's even a level go below than the person with the job. Guess who that is? The person that doesn't have a job, doesn't have a place, doesn't have income, and they're grown. That's scary. Because now, and then if you got kids on top of that, you have to become a provider. You have to become a provider for, decisions we make. I got 3 kids. And you cannot, if you're a real person and understand that blessing, you will not obligate yourself to do that. You will literally sit there and literally sit there and make decisions that you have to be conscious of your kids and what you've done. You have to. Only because the fucking struggle is real. The struggle is real. So there's a level to that shit, dog. And even below that person that got kids and all that, it's a person that's pure homeless. They might drink every day. They might walk around every day. They have no goals of becoming anything. Their goal every day is survival. Getting rich, they pass that shit. They have no thoughts in their mind of optimism, ambition, or anything. It's all gone. And some people really live that lifestyle. Like, it's because somebody is homeless don't mean that they are unhappy. Some people really live that lifestyle. They've come to the conclusion that in order to have something in this world, I have to work or be the smartest motherfucker or connivingest motherfucker on the planet. Meaning I have to do business, shake hands, and lie to people and do this, sell my soul. I get, man, this world is tricky as hell. This world is tricky as hell. But in the sums of keeping it on Dame Dash and everything, that's why I say what we grew and we all got all these levels, dog. And I would say Dame Dash probably at the Lamborghini level. Which means he's probably still generating in his companies hundreds of thousands. But he ain't doing them M's like he did before. He got a taste of the $1 million game. While people probably around like, damn, you're doing fucking great. You like, man, fuck this shit. I ain't doing nothing. It is understanding ambition. But when ambition becomes hate, becomes anger, to make it you angry about it, you won't get it. To make it, even when I thought about gambling as a sport, Because sometimes I thought as a sport I got overly passionate. That's not a sport to be passionate in. You're losing fucking money. You're losing everything gambling. It's nothing fun about the shit when you lose every dollar for dollar. I don't give a fuck how entertaining the motherfucker make it, how fun they make it sound, or how cool they make it look. This fucking world right now has made us where we have become this world right now has made it where we have become so numb to where we at in life. And I guess that's why God don't intervene. I guess that's why God don't intervene, because we are all ungrateful. We are all ungrateful. Somebody probably looking at my truck like, man, that's a nice ass truck. The next person, I'm looking at their house like, man, I love that house. You own that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at the person with the crib like, dog, I need like 10 of these, dog. And motherfucker looking at my truck or how I dress and be like, yo, I wish I could have that truck, or I wish I could have that. Looks like you're doing good in life. You see, we all as humans have never had a limit to satisfaction, because that limit, the world is designed to either, if you don't make the ship sail perfect, life is about making that ship sail. If that ship don't sail perfect, life will come back. Life will really make you go through a rocky course in life. That is the mathematics I understand about life. You are a boat on water, and you have to learn how to make your ship sail, float. That's it. Your float might be $1 million float, $1 billion float, $100,000 a year float. But the distractions and everything in the world are designed to keep you with your emotions. That's why motherfuckers out here be getting shot and shit, and jealousy, envy, hate, only because people are overly emotional. When they go through shit and get through it, that's the mathematics that you will survive if you live. What don't kill you make you stronger. Man, humans are very simple but very complicated at the same time. And then depending on culture, race, ethnicity, environment you grew up in, that's more complexity for a human to think that naturally. It is very hard for people, when we gonna quote unquote call it the hood, to think natural now. It's fucking survival. A motherfucker ain't got their rent money. Every day they mad as a motherfucker. A motherfucker ain't got their car no money. Somebody ain't got gas. Somebody ain't got food. Somebody right now just arguing about shit, don't want to channel in to solve it because pride and ego. The trick in this world is about controlling your emotions. If I really didn't control my emotions, it would be a lot of people out here. Man, I'm telling you, because of what I see people do and how people treat people, and how people that you ain't did shit to, motherfuckers just be mad at you for nothing. If I thought in my paranoia, and if I was in my, being young and dumb, and man, that's why I say some people ain't meant for things. I'm not meant to grow up and just stay in the streets all my life and be doing this and that, because I don't like the paranoia of thinking that somebody gonna get me. So I got to get them first. That's why I always say, you fighting to stay away from jail and hell in the world, because people's emotions. People don't know how to control their emotions no more. People don't know how to control their feelings. And God keep proving to people, when you're going through shit, somehow you get through it. What the fuck are you mad about? You didn't die yesterday? Oh yeah, so you got through it. So now today you gotta do it again. It is a blessing to live a long life of mastering your craft of survival, watching people that lose their life in the race of life. Somebody died yesterday over a dispute. Just lost their life over a dispute, a fucking feeling, a fucking emotion. And that emotion don't give a damn if you're rich or poor, or you broke, or you man or woman. People, that's why I watch people emotional intelligence. Because emotional intelligence, I can sense that shit. I can sense the jealousy. I can sense a lot of things. And it's unfortunate. I'd be like, I just told somebody yesterday and said, I'm not thinking about the white guy getting me. I gotta keep something ready, because I'm worried about the brother that's jealous. Or I gotta be always knowing where they live at. I gotta have more on these people. Even when I'm out here doing legit business, I be making sure I know motherfuckers, what they is, who they family, because once I see that emotion, I'm like, I'm gonna have to hit you hard. And you pray every day. You never have to go through this shit, but you have to. It's your senses. Because if you have never been through a extreme level of that emotion where somebody get jealous and then some shit happen, then that's because people haven't lived through those emotional feelings. Somebody that's been through it, if you ever had to rob people, the adrenaline rush is the only thing that make that shit really, people become addicted to the shit. It's all the same shit. So it's like, You start realizing that you have to watch that. So if you ever been traumatized by the shit you've been through and you learn from it, you watch the emotions, because the emotions don't evolve. Humans are the same fucking emotional, unemotional motherfuckers. Bitches being they feelings, women being they feelings, men be, and these days more motherfucking men being they feelings than the women do. Women be angry about the world and shit, paying rent, paying car notes, trying to have something for the kids and shit. Men be in their feelings because they feel like they somebody greater than the next man, don't even know the work of that man. I always say it's a motherfucker sleeping on the couch right now thinking he the king of the world. And he looking at a motherfucker that work a job or they go hustle every day, scrap metal or something, look at them like they ain't nobody because he got 2 zips and about $2,000 in his pocket. He think he's somebody. I watch the emotional intelligent human. It hasn't evolved at all. The emotional intelligence is still the same. People still are the same type of people that believe and think in their own mind. That's why the mind is very powerful. I get that part. The mind is very powerful. Because if you can't control your fucking thoughts, you can't control your feelings. If you can't control how you think, you can't control how you feel. That is a higher emotional intelligence. That means it's sometimes I want to just go off on a motherfucker. But I think because I did so much business, I keep it business. So when I'm out here right now, like I'm working and I deal with things, I look at it as business. Until it get personal, I don't bother with it. I know how to deal with the shit because I don't have to go home to it. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking about a motherfucker. I'm like, you live right here. Like, I look at that common sense. Like, people don't think like that, though. So I look at life and I see it in a way where you have to control your emotions. You have to control your thoughts. Sexually, you can't be thinking about sex all day. It's all about preservation. You start realizing that shit as you get older. Like, dude, I don't want to sleep with every woman. That is unintelligent. That's an unintelligent man. Yes, when I go through shit and you want to sleep all day and fuck all day, but guess what? That is not a man has to build his character or it becomes feminine, even if you're doing that conquering. That's why a lot of dudes start being weird. I don't know what it is about the human body or the human people, but people are very complex and simple at the same time. And it takes us a lot of if we don't learn that while we healthy, while we still in our mind, while we still got finances, it's worse when you finally figure it out when you're not physically able to do nothing. You're unhealthy. You're mentally destroyed. That's the world that gets you. Now you live your rest of your life having to be helped. Having somebody that you need somebody, you know how the world is. People are disabled right now and really fucking need people. Look how people treat people. That tells you unintelligent people. The unintelligent people, we in an unintelligent society. So I'm going to wrap this like this and tell people the only way to conquer it is that you have to consume information. You have to consume so much information, you want to have more intelligence than the next human. You want to know how to fucking do a lot of shit I can't say on this internet because you know the average human ain't thinking like that. You want to know a lot more about it's almost like chess at that point. You have to analyze things. I look around, my eyes won't stop looking around because I'm not looking at people. I'm looking to picture every fucking thing. I'm taking picture snaps of the whole entire neighborhood I'm in right now. Everything from how I can see it from the back of my head to the back of my mind to the left to the right. I already got an image of it so I know what's right there. It's me bringing a comfort to my space as I continue to conduct myself right now. So while I'm making this video in this truck, finna hop out and probably see how I'm gonna figure out these raccoons. I had to sit back and keep posting my videos only because I'm dealing with the world. I get to watch. I'm getting a ticket to a life that I realize I'm watching people. And I realize why people are rich as fuck. Like, why people are rich. Why I still make money and I do a lot of things I can generate income. Why my gift is paying me for a living. It's only because I don't involve myself in the intelligence of the worldly people. If I thought I was the shit, that's when I'm walking around trying to get an everybody woman. No, I don't think I'm nobody. I'm just a man. I have to always let myself know, you a cool dude, but you a man. You a man, dog. Don't never think I don't give a fuck. Listen, when you go from broke to having some money, having this and losing houses, you always realize I don't want to never have the ego. That's why sometimes it's even hard for me to keep the confidence because it'd be like you try not to make yourself feel like you better than anybody. Because you know that life could change on like that. You don't want to, like, women, y'all got the bad nature of doing that. And that's why getting old is a motherfucker for a woman. She ain't the finest bitch trying to find this thing or the thickest thing in the room no more. All that shit is vanity. And we have to control all this in this world, y'all. This world is designed to break you. Like, think about the world and think about God and why God say God is not of the world. God knows that the world is the biggest hater mankind has ever faced. Not Earth, the world. Whatever this shit is that makes us pay for everything we get for free. This is the biggest hater of every human being. This shit makes you think that you deserve materialistic. This thing makes you think you should have this and that above who, if you haven't understand the sacrifices. This thing makes people believe whatever they doing is right, even if they doing it wrong. This world is your biggest hater. That's why God ain't of it. And when we even scream to God and say, God, why this happen? God, the Most High looking at us like, dude, you in the world. You knew that. You know how people are. Just don't break you. Don't try to lose who you are because of how the world is. And I guarantee you going to win. Meaning that if people know you as a real person, man, then you learn from your lessons. Don't be just fucking with everybody. If you get snaked by somebody, don't keep jumping back in the water, motherfucker. You the fool. Ladies, if you meet a bad dude and the dude ain't shit, you got to stop fucking believing that every dude you meet is going to be something else. You got to level yourself up, not physically, fucking mentally, financially. You got to get your life together. And fellas, the same thing too. We have to stop looking at dependency of humans if we don't have the intelligence, because people put their burdens on me. That's how I know. Every time because of who I am and what I do, the burdens of most humans that I deal with on the day-to-day bring weight to me. Don't lift it off of me. And my solutions is basically people. I need people to do this, I need people to do that, and I'm willing to pay people. But motherfuckers don't have the intelligence to understand that when they work for you, only when they in the world. So if I give somebody a job, a motherfucker think they trying to be the boss. They trying to do all this when they'll go to work for another person or a company, and they will shut the fuck up and get a paycheck. And they will get there on time. They will not ask that job for nothing, and they will come somehow for 2 weeks before they get a check and get a check. That's the world. I just wake up every day and go find an opportunity. I go wake up every day and be like, you can do this? Yeah, I can do it. That's why I got to collect information. I'm looking at construction sites and shit like that. How to compact driveways and shit just so I can make some G's. Because I know that's what they paying and shit. I have to raise my intelligence level, observation. We are humans that God created to design to elevate at any time we want to. I don't give a fuck if you're 65 years old. You can change your mentality. Your mentality will empower you to get where you got to get to and what you're trying to do in life. It's the confidence that fucks us up, because you can't be confident over people. You have to be confident in yourself, in your works. So as I wrap this session up, this is based off of and looking at life, man. So when I'm out here in the world, I deal with the unintelligent, emotional humans. They feel some type of way. And I'll be like, man, I will air your shit out. I swear, this is how I be feeling. That's why I be like, God, do not let these people bother me. I will walk away and come back in the bushes. I'm up all night. I don't like to deal with people like that because I get it. It's a feeling. And it's a feeling even if they don't know you or understand you, don't even have a conversation with you. That's the worst type of unintelligent human. The motherfucker that don't engage with you, they got a problem with you. You be like, yeah, you deserve whatever somebody do to you. And it's a lot of common people in this world like that. That's unfortunate. You're going to meeting women, you might not want to talk. I don't talk to every woman and try to get at every woman. A motherfucker get mad at you for that shit. Like, what the fuck? It's like, it's not about that. Sometimes I can sense the stress level of a woman. And like, this motherfucker come with baggage. I don't need that shit. I understand that type of senses now. So it pushes me away from all that because I'm in a society where emotional intelligence is low. And how do you gain emotional intelligence? You stop giving a fuck about every little thing that don't matter. If your family don't fuck with you, fuck them. If people don't want to hustle with you, you still hustle. If they don't want to support your business, you get about your business. Everything is about raising your intelligence level as a human. Fuck the humiliation. I love when somebody see me go through something. That fires me up. Because then every time it's been proven, from losing houses to losing cars, and then all of a sudden somehow, boom, boom, boom. It don't, man, because I keep my mind open. I don't let the world try to break me like that. It be trying to whoop my ass in so many other ways. But then I got to brush that off, and I got to get back on it. My gift is what's saving my life. The talent God gave me to do something that I know is worth way more. I'm just still being humble, and that's where I shouldn't be humble. Tax these motherfuckers. You do that shit for real. That's the only humbleness I have to break. Everything else with dealing with people, I'm humble. I walk to people, give people respect. I try to acknowledge people because I don't want to be that person to provide that type of energy to a human, especially when we going through shit. I'm not going to push bullshit or smile at somebody. That's why I be trying to give a person a healing. Yo, you must ain't been through shit. I've been through it all. I know I'm getting through this shit. I just hate going through the shit. Sometimes I want to snap a motherfucker. Sometimes I just want to go around with my shit and go da 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 da. But I know that's the world trying to break me. This motherfucker trying to break a real one. Can't break me, motherfucker. I'm created by the most high being that ever existed. So I'm never gonna let this world break me down like that, yo. And I don't think nobody should. We gotta stop with that. Once we break that chain, that curse, oh man, that's what they fear. So like I said, we almost at the 30 mark. Your point to now is to raise your intelligence. And intelligence is not reading a book, it's observation. Observe your environment. Accept what's going on and say, do you want this? If it is where you want to be, if you want to be a hood dude, be the greatest hood dude in the world, the one that make all the money and give out money to the kids, put them through college. That means when people come to that fucking neighborhood, they know you that dude. You was the GOAT in that neighborhood. If you want to be the person in your family, observation is everything, ladies and gentlemen. Observation is how you start realizing what's going on. Even look at your peer, look at your woman, fellas, ladies, look at your man. And don't look at them because of who they are. Look and say, you know what, both of us together, we supposed to be two smart motherfuckers. That means together we supposed to build, we don't supposed to be losing. We a couple. That's why I don't date no more. I realize, no, this shit is, no, hell no. That's a higher intelligence that I'm looking for in a woman. Understand the balance. When we come together, bitch, we supposed to come up. We supposed to get some shit together. If we can't get shit together, then that ain't no relationship. We just friends with benefits. It's the world you in right now, ladies and gentlemen, that's against you. It don't like you. And it's gonna make you more emotional than human, than godly, than in God, in the likeness and image of God. If you believe in yourself and you really want to do something, it's about that time to do it. So like, comment, subscribe. We back at it posting these videos. We own it. Peace.